T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome to our pre-season. What am I trying to? Pre-season preview.
No. Season preview. Season preview.
Goodness me, it's been a long day. Goodness me. As you guys can tell, I'm still adapting to life with two youths, one of which has just decided to wake up and walk to the conservatory. It is a madness, but we are here, people. Hope you're well. Matt Drift, how you guys doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. A bit tired and that, but we move in it.
Just scoffed the beautiful homemade chicken burger and chips. I'm nice now.
Bro, I ain't even eaten since lunchtime, bro. Today has been a
right, but that's why you're slurring your words, bro. Your brain ain't working.
Yeah, bro. This is
Need
how I
that
started.
food, bro. Need that food.
Bro, this is how I started the show today, bro.
True or false, you will fight again this year?
It's hard to put it. You must understand.
He's stumbling all over the place, bro. Stumbling
Hard to
all
put
over
it.
Pre-season review, pre-season season preview.
Innit?
Absolute man. But boys, the season is almost upon us. It feels like yesterday that Mane scored 2 goals against Crystal Palace to secure us top 4 in the final day of the season. Went into the summer with a lot of promise. Talk of Mbappe, talk of Neto, mainly from me. Talk of Haaland, mainly from me. Marlon, Varane, from me and Matt. We have Kanate so far.
Ibu. Indeed.
The bully. We've seen Arsenal by Ben White, Lukongo, and Tavares. Heavily linked with Lautaro Martinez, and they're about to replace their number 1 goalkeeper with Aaron Ramsdale. I tried to keep a straight face. I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Where's he from? Sheffield United, isn't it?
Yeah. He got relegated by 2 different clubs.
Is that the same team that had my man up front? That 6th striker. What's his name? The one that I was speaking about last season. The one that looks like Common. The one that played up front with Brewster.
Oh my God!
Goal brick.
Go.
Goal brick. Bad boy. That team there.
Did you say it looks like Common?
Yeah, he does a bit. He does.
Oh boy!
Don't let Common him saying that. He moves different.
Sean says, "Good evening, my brothers. Hope my birthday is capped off Villarreal. Well, Sean, want to say happy birthday to you, bro. Let me drop the beat for you." Nisa Pongi says, "Big up, my brother. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Can't wait for the season to start this weekend. Much love from New Zealand. God bless you and your fam." Same to you as always, Nisa. Great to have you on the stream.
Big up.
See some great people. 892 Reds podcast as well. Shout out to them. Go check them out on YouTube as well. Go follow them and subscribe to their channel.
Indeed.
All right. So Arsenal are about to pick up Ramsdale apparently for 25 million. So let's put this into context. Yeah. They sold Emi Martinez, who turned out to be the best performing goalkeeper in the league last season, for 20 mil. I'm trying not to laugh.
I'll continue
too
just while you
easy.
get it out. And what they thought was a better idea was keeping Leno.
Leno's a bad man.
God's
Leno's a
honest,
bad man.
I'm trying to be professional here. And it looks as though they're on the verge of signing Aaron Ramsdale, who got relegated with two
Sheffield
Premier
United.
League clubs two Premier League clubs back to
Oh,
back.
is it 2?
Yeah, and for £25 million apparently.
£25 million
He's
sterling.
on a hat trick, boys. He's on a hat trick.
And
Not
let's hope he
Euros.
achieves that hat trick because that would be absolutely phenomenal.
Mad thing.
Obviously, Arsenal finished way down in the league. What are we saying for Arsenal, guys?
Okay, we're starting alphabetical order. I like that.
Arsenal. Do you really want to do it? Do you want to hear the truth about Arsenal?
Be real, son.
Arsenal are going to do exactly what they pretty much did last season. That's the honest truth. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, let's be real. Ben White's not going to fix your defense. He's not. They still haven't shifted enough players, so you still got Bellerin at right back, if I'm not mistaken. My man who came in last season, the Brazilian centre back, name's gone blank already. Gabriel, he's not a lead centre back, and neither is Ben White. Let's be honest, they're good individual centre backs, but I don't think it's going to stop them leaking goals. Their midfield, I think, obviously Partey got injured in pre-season. That's a massive and again, I'm not even happy about that in sense of I'm never one of them people that wish injuries, but that's their big signing from last season. That's already
Lord of mercy.
These men are being harsh, and I'm trying to be real with it. I'm trying to be real with it. All jokes, it's the same thing. Shut up, Arsenal. No, Villa. Do you know what? Villa will probably finish higher than them.
No, you want to know? Yeah, I know Matt's
front.
trying to be real. So let's be real.
No, we have to be. We have to.
Arsenal haven't got European football, and it's going to massively help them to not be distracted by anything. So we have to be honest. Even though they haven't got the greatest squad in the world, if they've got all week to train, Arteta's got them in. They're not going to have any distraction, and Arteta will actually have Monday to Friday because he's not a bad coach. He's not a good manager, but he's not a bad coach. So if he's got them players Monday to Friday every week,
based on what, Drew?
Well, based on what we've heard coming out of the club, even by former people who've been at City and people who are Arsenal. Now, if people at City and people at Arsenal are both saying that they think his coaching is good and they like him and they respect him, I know we want to banter, but you can't act like you haven't enough professionals.
But they're not going to come out and say he's a rubbish coach, are they?
They're not.
Man City people don't really need to care now he's not there, but they've still been like, no, he was good. He is a good coach. You know what I mean? They don't have to say that. They're City players. They don't have to. He's gone. They could be like, who cares or whatever.
You know, just quickly, see Arsenal. They got knocked out by Villarreal, innit? By their old coach, innit?
Yeah, man, like Loki.
Bro,
Loki Emery.
Man, like good evening. Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what's mad?
Knocked out by the former coach and that.
Unai Emery's not a world-class manager or anything, but I think the proof is in the pudding that it's just a language barrier. Why at PSG and Arsenal he hasn't done too well, but in Spain with Sevilla and Villarreal he's been exceptional because he's had better teams away from home and done worse than he's done with the team. So I think it's literally how he communicates is clearly, if you speak his language, you fully get him, you know what he's trying to say. And he's clearly just struggled with the language barrier.
I disagree. I think he's a very good cup manager.
Yeah,
no, but he didn't even do well in the cups with Arsenal and PSG though.
But he got to the final with Arsenal.
Yeah, but their run was so easy. Like even they were like, bloody hell, we've had
still got to the final though.
He did.
Credit's due, I suppose.
But I mean, PSG, he was in charge of the biggest bottling of a lead in any Champions League game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I feel like it's a language barrier with him. I do. I feel like you only understand exactly what he means when he can express it in his own language. And I think the fact that Sevilla, because didn't he finish like third 2 years in a row with Sevilla in the league or something as well? He did well with Sevilla in the league. It wasn't just cup games. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so. I think he done. Yeah, it's that third or fourth, I think, in the league that he done. So,
I definitely think he qualified for the Champions League and then he would only be in Europa because he got knocked out in the group stage. But I think he still qualified through the league twice or 3 times. So
Yeah.
I think he's a good. I think he's 3 or 4 times the manager Arteta is currently.
This is why I love Jamie Phillips, you know. This is why I love Jamie Phillips. This is why I love the guy, bro. Tell me what Jamie Phillips says isn't true. All right, then. Thank you. I get that you're trying to be genuine and generous to him. There is no evidence that them having a week to prepare for a game is going to make Arsenal any better.
Well, the evidence would be there's a few other teams who maybe their manager was better than Arteta, but a few other teams that are of a certain level. And then when they've come out of Europe, you've seen an improvement in their team.
Give me those examples, please, Drift.
Brendan Rodgers. Of the 3 seasons he was at Liverpool, his best season was the season he wasn't in Europe.
You remember the players he had at his disposal, yeah?
No, but bro, now we're gonna like it. The best season was still the non-European season, whichever way we look at it.
I'm agreeing with you, but Brendan's a better manager, a better coach than Arteta, and he had better players.
That's true.
And the league wasn't as strong.
Yeah, that's true as well.
All right, and then the other example you're going to probably say is Chelsea when they finished 10th, and then the next season they won the league, right?
And I was also going to say whenever Leicester have gone out of the Europa League, their season is picked up after they've gone out.
Brendan again, and then you've got Chelsea had Conte, Kante, Diego Costa, couple ballers in that team. Can you name me any world-class player at Arsenal?
I used to be able to, not anymore.
Drifty, I said present Drifty. I don't need lawyer Drifty right now.
I said I can't anymore.
All right then. Can you name me a world-class coach?
All right, even though I wanted to try and give Arteta praise, here's where I'll take some away from him.
Take it all away.
What has he done to Aubameyang?
Played him left
left winger now, isn't it? He's converted.
Played him left wing.
What? No, but not even just at left wing, because he was playing left wing when he won him the FA Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What has he done to Aubameyang? Aubameyang now is looking like the type of player that is almost on the Ozil track where you're like, oh, that money's looking like man's just hemorrhaging the club now. How weird is that? Who would have ever thought the thing you would have said about Aubameyang is he can't score goals?
But
you never thought that would ever be the thing you would say about
because
Aubameyang.
They don't play to his strengths.
But not only that though, and again, is Aubameyang even at the same level? Like, are we using Arsenal as an excuse, or is he just maybe on a little bit of a decline? Obviously, you don't lose your finishing because he can still finish. Like, but in terms of like his overall play, which was never like amazing, but it was known for being a great goal scorer. But you know, as you get older, legs get a bit tired, and you know he's had a bit of mileage as well.
He doesn't look like he's lost pace though, bro.
To me, I don't know. I just think he's not the same player though.
You look at Aubameyang, and if I was to ask you and Matt, what's Aubameyang's best position? What are you both going to tell me?
Centre forward.
I would say centre forward if you play to his strengths.
They're playing their best finisher on the wing.
Yeah, that's true.
Sense.
It's because you know what it is.
It's a really, really stupid decision.
And they've got wingers as well.
Only now have they? Would you say? Because Saka's definitely one of them, and
Saka and Pepe as well. They've got Pepe. I'm not saying he's good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
He's a winger,
Pepe. No, he is. I would go Saka and Pepe, or Saka and even flipping Smith Rowe, blood. I'm not gonna lie.
Reece Nelson.
Yeah, just put Aubameyang through the middle, but I don't know. Maybe
Martinelli,
the balance.
they could have played on the wide. Willian, they could have played wide.
They'd actually be better off playing Emil Smith Rowe out wide than Aubameyang.
So, guys, before we finish off with Arsenal, then predictions. Where do they finish in the league?
Mid-table somewhere.
You know what? I'm gonna actually be. You lot might think I'm being silly, but I'm being genuine. I think because they don't have Europe, I think there's a good chance they could come sixth.
Fair enough.
I
think they'll finish 8th.
I think about 8th as well. It's like yeah, probably 7th. Mid-table.
I think they'll finish 8th.
Yeah, probably 8th. You know, probably because I think again,
you genuinely believe they'll finish 8th.
Because I think with Arsenal, even if you say some of they got good up and coming players like Saka, I always feel with Arsenal, a lot of it is mental, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, but they mentally fold. They do
Yeah.
a lot at times, and it's like halfway through the season, and you can tell heads are gone. So I think maybe it depends how they start as well. Jimmy. Maybe they get off to a good start, they could maybe hang on, as you said, and get that 6th spot. If not, I think 8th, 9th.
The ICD says Sanchez and Doku. Would you be happy? I wouldn't.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd actually be annoyed. I'd
Mm.
actually be annoyed. It wouldn't even. I'd be annoyed.
It's not good, in my opinion. It's not good enough for what we need.
You made me wait until 10:30 to give me dinner when I told you I was hungry from 4, 5 o'clock, and then you give me a pack of digestives.
Bogdan says Party is a new Naby with his injuries. Potentially.
I'd say I wouldn't go.
He's an impact. It's not the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he picks up
No,
muscle.
he's been getting No, he has been getting muscle injuries.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He did get a no, but I think the other two have been impact though, haven't they?
I'm pretty sure they've all been muscle or some sort of.
He shouldn't be getting injuries though, because he's the new Patrick Vieira, isn't it? He shouldn't be getting injuries like that though.
So we were told. Doneo. 1975 Jamrock says more fans are realizing LFC have a non-homegrown issue. We'll speak about that when we get to Liverpool, Jamrock. We will. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, Cal, we have 40 mil in the bank from player sales and 6 from Ings. Why haven't we spent it yet? Also, big up you, man. So we haven't got 6 mil from Ings. We got 2 million from the Ings deal. We didn't. So here's the thing, and this is why I say sometimes journalists do spin things, because we were told when Ings was going to get sold that we'd get 20% of the transfer fee. Is 20% of the profit of the fee. He was sold for 20 mil, so we got 2 mil because it was 20 mil or over, then we'd activate that. So we only got 2 mil from the deal. Why haven't we spent
quite
it?
poor negotiating, man.
I do think we will spend the money. Just don't know on who. Just to go back to the Doku stuff. I don't know if it's me, but I think it's very lazy, some of the comparisons. I think he's nothing like Mane.
Who said he's like Mane?
No, saying like a young Mane.
No.
So, by the way, just quickly, I actually love digestives, but I use them because they're dry. I just want to say that.
I was speaking to Jiffy earlier. Do you know what I said to him? He's a raw Adama Traore.
Thank you, Matt.
He's a raw Adama Traore. He ain't like Mane.
And he's not rubbish, especially for his age. But I almost feel as though we're almost being fed that he's the Mane replacement because we may get him and everyone's gonna be like, oh well, he's gonna take over Mane. He plays nothing like Mane.
He doesn't. He's a Dharma.
Mane is very unique in how he plays football. I think people have to understand that.
There's nobody like Sadio. Nobody.
I'm being serious. I fully agree with you there, Drift.
There's nobody like Mane in world football.
Here's another good comparison. Jose says similar to Sterling as well. Yeah, I think he's more similar to Sterling or an Adama Traore than a Mane.
I want to dig out someone, but not like that. But I just want to have a little conversation with this person. Adama's a lazy comparison. If you watch the way Doku plays,
I don't think he's lazy.
He's very much get the ball, run down, beat a few people. And I'm not gonna lie, his final ball is a lot to be desired. But obviously he's young. If you think about what he uses most, is electric pace, and he's got decent feet. Of course, he can improve. The reason why I say even a raw Adama is because Adama obviously is still more technically refined. Adama's end product is actually still better than Doku. So when you look at the two and how they play,
much older though, to be fair.
Yeah, no, of course. But in my opinion, he's like he's an Adama. I don't see how that's a lazy comparison. Like, I don't know whether Jose you've watched him play properly, but who would you compare him to? So I want to hear your comparison.
Just got a shout out to Kev as well. If we were to bring in Doku, Kev saying you're bringing him in for the player he will be in 3 years' time. I agree, but here's why I'm going to rebuttal you, Kev. We need a player who can come in and do it now. I don't think we have 3 years. And dare I say it, let's say, for example, we had signed another, let's say we had gone and got Rafinha, and then we'd bought Doku as well.
Yeah.
Then that's a brilliant signing because you're securing yourself for the future as well as the present. To bring Doku in now, for me, it doesn't make that much sense. Not with the way the squad is. We are
Not-
light up top.
Not even just that, bro. We've already got 3 or 4 projects in the team already. We don't need another one. How many projects do you want running all at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're out here trying to develop Elliot. We're out here trying to develop Jones. We're out here trying to develop Nico. We don't need another project. It's too many project players all in the team at the same time and all looking like they're going to be the backup. So whenever you're bringing a player on, it's a lack of experience, young, do you know what I mean, type of player. That's not the best look if you're trying to win everything.
Adad3 says there's been 3 different versions of Mane at Liverpool. That is pretty fair, actually.
Mane is just an absolutely unique footballer, and that's what I love about him so much. And I don't think it's a lazy comparison either. Matt's right. I think it's quite an accurate one. I think he's very direct, very pacey, has good feet, can beat 1 or 2 players. But then when it comes to his end product, he's actually worse than Adama because Adama's crossing is very good, whereas Doku's crossing kind of
isn't very good. It's just good.
Adama's crossing is very good, bro.
It's
It
not,
is. There's
bro.
no way you
Very
can't say that his crossing
it's very
hasn't
inconsistent.
massively improved and is now actually of a high standard.
It's not, bro. It's very, very inconsistent, Drew.
You're looking at it from a season where he had no target man. If you go back to when he had his target man, he was finding his crosses were always finding their man. He's a good crosser of the ball.
I feel we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Also, just quickly as well, one last thing as well. If you're looking at his price tag as well, which I think is about 40 million euros, whatever it is, yeah. I don't see Liverpool. Is it 30, is that what they want? Yeah,
45 million euros, which works out to be 37 million. Yeah.
Can you see Liverpool spending 45 million euros on a project player that is far from ready? Like far from ready.
In a weird way,
I can't. Because if you think about it, we paid that same amount of money for Jota. Jota was already had that experience. Jota's done it in Europa. Jota also helped them in the championship where he was their top goal scorer. Doku, however you say it, he's a talent, but he's far from ready, in my opinion. Like, he is a project player, bro, where you'd have to really work on him. Whereas we kind of got one of those already in Harvey Elliott, where I'd even say Harvey Elliott, you know, you look at what he can bring to the table, and maybe Harvey Elliott being English might make it just a bit easier. But I think Doku coming to a new country, being so young and being so raw, it's going to take time. And again, from what we've seen so far from the finished article. So if you could get him for like 20 mil or something, then yeah, that kind of makes sense. But if you're going to pay nearly double that for a project player, I don't think Liverpool, well, I'll be surprised if we did that. Very surprised.
Mr. Dalsay says Nat, Shotgun, Bowen, Sanchez in. I think Keon Malone asked in the comments, would you take Bowen or Doku? You have a choice.
Damn cough, bro.
So I'm going to be slapped on the left cheek or the right cheek.
Neither of them are rubbish players.
I'm not saying they're rubbish players, but it's literally like, it's a question I don't want any. I don't want any. I'm sorry. And again, I'm not watching face and I'm not looking at other people.
I'd rather Bowen over
I'm not trying to do the whole name brand and all that. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. But if you look at the competition we're facing and then you look at who we're looking at, I just don't feel like we're even acting in any way, shape or form like a team that even knows who they are themselves almost. Do you know what I mean? Like, and again, Bowen isn't a bad player at all. Of course, he's a good player, but he's a good mid-level player. He's not a Champions League level player. And if we want to consistently every year be a Champions League team, we need Champions League level players. We can't be going and signing mid to top 10 level players and then going, yeah, great summer. Now, we can't be doing that, man. Not when the Grealishes and the Haalands and the Messis and all the other players who are in the Champions League are all going around and everyone's dipping in the grade 1 basket, and then we're dipping in the West Ham basket. I don't like that.
But you could argue that he would improve our benches to what we have now. I'm not saying he's a better footballer than Shaq, but he suits our system better than Shaq does.
We get like a 5% increase.
No, it's more than that. Shaq can't play on the wing for us.
What you're talking about? If Bowen wants to play on the wing, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowen gives us like better options for the wing than Shaq. But do you know what the problem is though? Shaq shouldn't really be considered for the wing. It should be considered for the 10. Me and you were
Very
speaking
true.
about it earlier. It's like
Very true.
it's so mad that we never really like
Tried
catered
him
him a little bit more and played him as the 10, bro. Because we see it for Switzerland all the time, bro. He's either a support striker or a 10.
But
And
that's
he
also
needs to
because
be
of his injuries as well, though, Matt.
no, that is true, but Shaqiri is a playmaker. He needs to be on the ball to make things happen. Remember, he can create space because he's still got that acceleration. He's got a very good shot on him, and he's got a very good weight of pass as well. Bowen just fits the system more so if you just want to play Bowen off the right because he's left-footed, cut inside. He's very, very quick. So in that regard, but if you're talking about an overall complete footballer, Shaq. Stop with the debate, Shaq.
Doddle says, thanks for the channel for getting me through my A levels. Finished off with 3 A's and now I'm off to Liverpool University. Never stop giving amazing videos. Doddle, that's phenomenal news.
Right,
Congratulations.
amazing stuff. Trust
all
me.
the best
Congrats,
at
bro.
university and fantastic results. And we drop the beat. Amazing. Congratulations, man. Thank you to Jose for your super chat as well.
Big up.
Also, 1975 Jamrock says, don't want him either, but Drift is sneak dissing. I wasn't even sneak dissing, that was full dissing.
Massive sneak.
All right, let's move on to the next team then. Chelsea.
Looking tasty,
Lukaku,
can't lie.
Looks as though they're going to sign Koundé. They pushed hard for Hakimi at the beginning of the window, which suggests they may try and get a right back before the end of the window as well.
Mm-hmm.
What
They're
do you think
looking
of
good,
them?
bro. I think Chelsea, if they get Koundé in, I'm looking at it as they'll still go with the back three. I'm looking at it as they'll probably go Thiago Silva, Koundé, and Rudiger if they get Koundé, obviously. Midfield's pretty strong with Kante in it. Any midfield with Kante in it just looks strong. And then you think of their forward options now. I know Ziyech got a bit of an injury tonight. I don't know how bad it is. It could be quite bad, but they look good, brother, especially with Lukaku. Because you take out Werner and put Lukaku in there, and you still got Pulisic there. You still got Hudson-Odoi. I'm going to be real. Chelsea will probably challenge for the title. Brother, I forgot about Kai Havertz. He looks like he's really coming into his own now. Brother,
I've got a bit of a theory about Chelsea.
Yeah, go on. But I think they might do better in Champions League than Prem, though. Maybe, I don't know.
So, first and foremost, I think Lukaku, he will do well, but I don't think he's going to be this all-worldly conquering striker that people seem to think he's going to be. Like, he's a very, very good striker, very effective. But I think people see him going to Chelsea as Chelsea have wrapped up the league, and I don't think that is the case.
No.
Plus, I think it will actually help Werner if Lukaku plays up top with him in a 2, in the same way Lukaku did actually help Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez is better than Werner, but it still helped him.
Yeah.
Another thing is, centre midfield, Chelsea are pretty light.
Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, they could play. Well, I wouldn't say Mount because Mount's not really a CM, is he? So that's only 3 I've named. Is there any more than 3?
Billy
You
Gilmore,
can play Mount as an advanced 8, so you can still
Because they
count.
normally
but they play
They normally
two,
play
they
two,
play
innit?
because they play 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, and then either 1 ahead of and then 2 or 3 up top. I Koundé as well. Again, I've never been a massive
neither have
fan
I,
of it.
but he's
I've always
decent.
been
But
underrated.
he's decent. Like Ibby's way better, in my opinion. He's more complete. But what I think it is he does suit their system if they play a back 3 because Koundé is quite short. I think like 5'10", but he's very athletic. So you got him and Rudiger on one side. They're basically they need the legs to help Thiago Silva. Obviously, he's going to be in the middle of the 3 most time. Thinking of it now, as you've spoken about Lukaku, you are right. They will challenge, but I think they'll fade. I think
don't see them doing it.
I
And dare,
think they'll.
dare I say it? Sorry to cut you,
Yeah.
Matt. Everyone talks about, if we get an injury to Virgil, we're done. Where if Chelsea get an injury to Kante?
What they got is Jorginho and who's the other one I said? Jorginho and Kovacic.
With all due respect to Kovacic and
Kovacic.
Jorginho, I fancy a lot of midfield to do a lot of damage to those 2 players.
Yeah, because if you
And
get legs,
I know that's hypothetical because anyone can get injured at any time throughout the season, but I feel as though people are kind of getting a little bit ahead of themselves with Chelsea a little bit.
Oh, because they won the Champions League, isn't it? So everyone's just automatically assuming that they're Liverpool and they'll go Champions League, Premier League, isn't it?
Look, it's not even impossible. Like they could have a fantastic season. They've got some fantastic players there, but I feel as though some people have looked at this Lukaku side and thought, yeah, it's done now. The league's done. It's either Chelsea.
No.
Chelsea. And I'm like, I think they've still got a few players they need to fill.
They can definitely have a good season. There's no doubt about it, and they've got a good squad. But I kind of still feel their defense is a bit suspect, and I think you're right. Kunde is like a Mendy signing. It's like, yeah, he's all right, but he's not ripping up any trees, is
they
he?
have got Malang Sarr as well. If I'm not mistaken, has he gone back out on loan again?
I don't know.
Malang Sarr is a good
a team of Chelsea's level should not be starting Thiago Silva. I don't care what he's done in his career. A 36, 37-year-old should not be playing starting lineup for a team who's trying to win all the trophies.
So this is another thing I wanted to speak about, and I'm going to now sidetrack onto Man City with this. Do we put too much emphasis on players' ages? Because you just said it there, Drift. He shouldn't be playing because of his age, but you've not mentioned anything bad about his ability, though.
No, but we don't mention age when we're talking about reasonable ages. But when you're like 36, 37, then we have to talk about age because that's when the body naturally has gone through too much of a career and like you're going to be whittling down now. Like, otherwise, we shouldn't have a problem with James Milner.
Sorry, I'm really, really quick, mate. I'm coming to you. But if you look at James Milner as an example, fittest player in our team, Manchester City, Fernandinho.
But you also notice that these players now do get more tired during the season. So
I'm not saying they can't be rotated.
But he's not the fittest halfway through. Do you get what I mean? Like,
no, I hear that, and I'm not saying they play week in, week out, or every 3 days. I'm not saying that by any stretch of imagination. But do we sometimes look at the age and think, because he's that age, he can't be playing a certain amount of games, or he shouldn't be playing, or he's automatically diminished in quality? Because dare I say it, Thiago Silva did really well for them last season. Fernandinho is what he is, one of the best DMs in the league.
All right, did Thiago Silva really do really well for them last season?
Yeah, I think he did, Drew.
Did he? Did he really?
I personally think he did. I'm not sitting there saying
I think he did.
Right.
I think Thiago Silva played well. I think he played well.
He played well for them, though.
And again, when you're talking about age, you kind of got a point, but I think what Chelsea are trying to do with him anyway is use him sparingly. Because if I remember last season, there were times when he didn't play a Premier League game, but then he played Champions League. And I think, as you said, because of that age, you kind of have to manage his minutes very carefully, especially in the way how the Premier League is. But if they've got Rudiger, Zuma, Christensen, if they still got Malang Sarr, Kunde as well, then you can kind of hope to rotate Thiago Silva. And if you can,
and how many of those players are actually top quality?
I mean, in my opinion,
Thiago Silva is the best one, and he's a pensioner of the squad.
You're right, Drift. But I'm going to use
you're
what
right.
you say.
You're right.
And this is where I'm going to agree with what you say. Three at the back does what?
It protects it.
Compensates for quality.
Yeah, I'm saying. But the legs at the minute, he's got.
And of course, I know he's still good. Because obviously it's like Hupio, he didn't have the pace, but he had the game management, the knowledge, whatever. I get that. But at 36 years old, I don't feel like you can not talk about age. When people say things like Wijnaldum's 29, 30, I don't deserve a contract, that's foolishness because that is not old. 36, now we do have to start talking about age. Do you get what I mean? Like you are getting to the point where we do have to actually now factor in age. You should not be a starting lineup centre back for a team trying to win multiple top titles at 36 years old. You should be in and around. Your experience should be definitely valuable, but you should not be the focal point of a defense trying to win a Champions League and a Premier League.
Do you know what though? This is one thing I will say though. When you play in a back three, you can compensate for that lack of athleticism at that age, and because he's so good at reading the game, he's literally just he's basically communicating. He's mopping up. He's not having to do the one-on-one duels that how we play a Man City play, where it's like, okay, we know our centre backs are all worldly. So what we're doing is we're challenging you. We're playing on the halfway line, and we're saying, give us your best striker, and you've got to try and get past our best defender. And more times than not, for us it works, and for City it works, but for them it's a bit different. they also play further back as well. So I think with Thiago Silva, in my opinion, you can get away with playing him, bro, even at 36, 37. This probably be his last year, obviously, at Chelsea, but with the athleticism around him, I think he'll be all right this season. Could be wrong, though, but I think he'll do all right.
Maybe he'll be all right. Maybe he will be. But I just feel like it's a bit strange that, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, even people saying Pepe's nearly 40, but that was why he left La Liga. And
look at Bonucci and my man won the Euros.
Yeah, but again, Italian football is slower and international football is slower.
That is true. That is true. But I'm saying experience.
If Bonucci came to the Premier League at his age now, I don't think he'd have it.
No, he wouldn't. Not in a back two, in a back three.
He wouldn't look crap because he's Bonucci. But I feel like when he's got those little young rapid players who aren't even that great, but they're just rapid, always running out every week, I think you start seeing mistakes you don't see in Italy. But I could be wrong. But I'm just saying,
you might not be. It's look.
I think the back three is really.
I don't
a big
think there's
factor,
any right or wrong in this drift. I'll be honest. Like it's an opinion which is based on an educated opinion. I don't agree, but I can't sit here and say you're wrong or you're chatting rubbish because, brother, you might be right, bro. You could see someone like Adama Traore pin Chiellini, bro, and he'd get ugly real quick, bro. And you can't even grab my man. You don't even have to grab his neck, bro.
Yeah,
it's true, you know. Remember where Chelsea were till Tuchel started playing a back three because Lampard was playing a back four and Chelsea was so shit he got sacked.
No, but that's because Lampard is rubbish as a manager.
No, but it's all. But Thiago was playing in a back four though.
No, that's because Lampard was the manager, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Lampard doesn't know about tactics, bro.
You lot must remember some of the mistakes Thiago was making in the early part of the season.
Bro, it's one half. He had one. I'd argue to say had one bad. Probably like
no. He had a couple bad games. He did. He had
that's Lampard, though, isn't it? That's Lampard. That's like
when he was in a back four and it was just him and a partner. His age really shows. So you lot are right. If you play back three, you can hide.
Back three, compensate. Yeah.
You can.
That's what I'm saying. When you've got the,
but I'm just saying, you still have to think about his age in the Premier League at 36 years old.
No, 100%. If he played for Liverpool or Man City and we played the way how we play, I'm not gonna lie, bare man will be roasting him. You'll get people that are just like these youths that man will bring on, and just because they're youthful, they'll be burning man up. But again, it's the back three and playing for Chelsea, you can compensate.
1975 Jamrock says Koundé is going to get bodied in the Premier League. Just watch. Be interesting to see.
That's if he makes it, because right now my man he's still at Sevilla.
Yeah, true.
Should
Mr. Drift says if Mendy, Silva, and Kante get injured, they're done. Very true. I mean, if you were to say about any three players of any top team, you could argue that. So I think that's a bit harsh. If you were to say City, for example, Kevin De Bruyne, I don't know, Diaz and someone else, then they're in trouble as well. If you say for us, Van Dijk, Fabinho, and bloody, I don't know, Salah, then we're done as well. So any three top players from any team in world football, you'd see a massive drop in quality, in my opinion. But speaking of so in fact, before I move on, where Chelsea finishing then, in your opinions, guys?
I think third.
I
think third.
Actually, hold on.
They're not finishing. I don't think they're finishing above us or City.
Fourth. I'm gonna say fourth.
Oh, flick, because of Man United, didn't it?
All right, so should we go to Man United now then?
Ooh, didn't think about that. Yeah, let's go Man United first.
Varane,
and Sancho.
And they've kept Pogba.
And they brought in Tom Heaton as well. Which for me really annoys me because we should have sacked off Adrian and brought Tom Heaton to Liverpool.
Man United.
Now, Man United is a difficult one because you look at their squad, their depth. They should easily be a team that you say, should finish top 2, in my opinion.
They should be challenging for the title.
Yeah.
They should.
I think they will until a certain point.
And then drop off a bit.
And why do you think they will until a certain point, Drift?
Because I think people might slightly figure out one or two Ollie tactics and maybe one or two injuries might kick in because their squad's not amazing, even though it's good. And I think they'll probably just not have enough to keep it up right until the end. But I think until about February, they'll probably be still right in there with a shout.
So the person that everyone speaks about is Solskjaer. Because I'll be real with you, when you look at their depth, you look at Henderson and De Gea as goalkeepers, not bad for depth at all. Right backs, I mean, if they get Trippier, you have Wan-Bissaka and Trippier. Centre backs, you've got Maguire, Varane, Lindelof, Bailly. Left backs, you've got Tellers, you've got Shaw. Centre midfield, again, they need a DM. They do need a DM.
They
but
do.
You've got McTominay, you've got Fred, you've got Pogba, you've got Bruno, you've got Van der Beek. Up top, you've got Sancho, Greenwood, Cavani, Martial, Rashford, Dan James. They should be challenged. You could argue they've probably got the second best depth in the league.
I'll say third.
That's fair.
Yeah, they.
Because you didn't say Matter.
You know my thoughts on
you
that.
You didn't say No, but these are still players who are experienced because you missed out Matic in midfield as well.
Matic, I forgot about.
They still got Matic, you know. No, they got
great
experience,
players, but it's still decent cover.
Yeah, they got good experience cover. I think it's going to be Man United's sort of Achilles heel. They've done well to improve defense by getting Varane, which again is a very shrewd move.
Massive
Can't lie.
move.
It annoys me, but you have to give them credit for that. I know Drift doesn't rate Varane as highly, but even Drift said to me, still a good move for them regardless. It's the midfield, it's the burger, innit? That McFred burger in midfield, innit? Like, bro, when you say McFred,
that actually sounds like a burger you could find.
Yeah, it's Man United fans must be really just
bro,
like,
you eat the McFred. Oh, bro, don't eat that.
all that mayo.
Oh, the McFred is dead, bro. Oh, no. Too many onions.
No relish, no ketchup, all made.
Nothing. So for me, it's that there that's gonna hurt them because Bruno Fernandes and Pogba can win you games. Don't get twisted, they can. They're talented enough, but when it comes to hustle and bustle week in, week out, and people that have to put shifts in, but at a high level, we're not talking shift of, as I said, McFred. We're talking about a shift like a Henderson, a Gini Wijnaldum, a Kante, a De Bruyne, a flipping Fernandinho, Fabinho. They man putting shift, but shift at a high level. Them man they go walking. So yeah.
I wouldn't have Tillemans as a DM.
I don't know.
No, as a DM.
Oh no, I'm just talking about being a robust midfielder. Go ham every week. Kind of
For real. If you're Man United, you've got the money. Realistically, all you should really be doing is, as you say, go get a DM and try and get an Ndidi, or
not even the brioche ones either. Just
just a seeded bun.
Yeah, just a seeded bun.
No, not even seeded, bro. Just got lightly dusty
whole milk.
Whole
milk. What them ones? Them dusty ones.
It's not cut either. It's just
where they're all stuck together in the packet. And when you rip it, it's
when you rip one, you rip two, bro.
Them dusted ones that we've all had in I'm sure everyone's had them dusted buns
when
in
you
your
rip
life.
One, you rip two.
You want to make that quick and easy.
The ones that people buy for barbecues, and you think to yourself, you could have bought better buns.
Just put the burger in it, bruv, man.
I know barbecue's expensive, but the burger's sticking out the edge of the bun.
That is literally just quantity, no quality. That is just quantity. Like, straight. Man just said barbecue. Yeah. Where you get them buns? Yeah, they're only 49p, mate. You get about 10,000. It's like flipping up, bro.
So with Man United, then, let's say, because again, we're not going to speak about hypotheticals because they can go and get a right back in Trippier. They can go and get a good DM, which would transform their squad.
It really would,
But we have to look at them as they are right now. As things are right now, where does Man United finish in this season?
Third.
Just right, third. No, I think they're going to finish ahead of Chelsea. Now that we've spoken about their squad,
I think Chelsea finish ahead. Manager.
You think Chelsea? You think because of the manager? I think Man United got more firepower though.
By the end of this season, Tuchel's not going to be the superhero everyone thinks he is.
I think
I don't think he's a superhero, but he's better than Oli.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a superhero. Again, bro, not even trying to be bang out of order. I could probably name about 7-8 managers in the league better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, I hear that, but I think Tuchel's powers are going to wear off. I feel like I know Tuchel's not a bad manager. I'm not saying he's a crap manager. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying, anyone. But I've seen Tuchel at Dortmund and I've seen him at PSG. I'm not going off, oh, I don't like Chelsea. I've watched his career for about 7 or 8 years. His magic wears off.
Yeah.
Trust me, his magic wears off. Winning the Champions League has got people super hyped up about him. His magic will wear off.
No, it will, but he's better than Oli though. We can't even.
Yeah, he might be better than Oli, but at the same time, there's almost a part of me that feels like Oli's got a better first 11, and I feel like if that first 11 stays fit, I think Man U win more games than Chelsea do. I do.
I think no, but
if we went 11 for 11, I think Man United got a better first 11 than Chelsea. I think that the package signings really got people getting carried away of you might be right.
Yeah, you might be right.
Midfield are the only place I think Chelsea win that battle. Really?
What about?
Right back? I'd rather have Reece James than
no, but as a whole defense, I'd rather have Man U's, bro.
I remember they play different systems, so it's actually hard to compare 11 for 11 with Chelsea.
Because I was
Any
going
other
to say
team you can pretty much do it. Chelsea's different though.
No, do you know? I think Man United probably did. Because let's be real, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Varane, even Maguire gets into their back three anyway. Even Rashford. Obviously, Sancho, Cavani. It's a debate. No, it's a debate.
Enough of them Man U getting the Chelsea team. Enough of those Man United.
It's a debate. I think you're right, Joe. I think
even
Man United come third.
Mendy's not playing over De Gea.
This version of De Gea he is. This version of De Gea
actually.
I'll still play this version of De Gea over Mendy personally.
No, but there's a reason he didn't play for Spain, bro. He's been worn out, bro.
I think it's his confidence. I just think it's his confidence and lack of motivation. I don't think it's got anything to do with abilities. It's just because you can't, you don't, as a goalkeeper, you don't just lose your ability. You get old.
Tire treads worn out, man.
Nah, true. But I just think
when it's snowing, he can't get off the driveway, bro.
No, I hear that, bro.
I think Mendy is just a step up from Kepa. He's not a great goalie.
Way better than Kepa, bro.
No, Kepa is worse. Doo-doo, fam. Kepa doo-doo, fam.
Genie says Klopp deserves better. He shouldn't have to keep winning in spite of the owners. Shake my head. We're not gonna go deep into the owners because obviously we're gonna do the FSG and FSG out debate after the window shuts. So we're not gonna go too crazy on that. So far we've got Arsenal finishing 8th.
Yeah.
Chelsea finishing. You guys
4th.
I think 4th.
I've gone 3rd.
Okay.
And Man United I've got finishing.
You've got 4th for me. Yeah, 3rd, right? 3rd. Yeah.
3rd. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Leicester City is the next team I want us to talk about now.
Oh, they done some good shopping, and you know what? I want to say just quickly.
Go on, man.
Such a shame regarding Fofana, man, because for me was gonna have a massive season, massive.
He's being linked with Real Madrid. Says it all,
bruv. Fofana, and do you know what's so mad actually? Leicester done some business today. They went and got flipping Southampton centre back. You know about it?
God.
Yeah, bruv. They've agreed a fee today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
wow.
Bruv.
They moved quick. You know what? The thing that's the worst thing about it is I heard it was actually a really dirty tackle. It wasn't even an accident. I heard it was a bad tackle that broke his leg.
Bro, it's a bad tackle.
It's a friendly. Why did somebody go and
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Because that's the thing as well. As pre-season actually means getting ready for the season. It doesn't say you should be in season mode where, I don't know, that challenge you had to make because if you didn't make that challenge, you're worried someone's even going to score. And even then, I'm not saying to do that, but, desperation. How can there be desperation in a friendly, bro? I'm not going to lie. If I'm Leicester's owners, that man, I'll be saying to FIFA, that man should be banned for the same amount of time Fofana's out for. I know that would never happen.
You know what?
Never happens in football.
You say that, though, man.
It's horrible.
Stuff like that needs to start happening.
Because let's be real. Imagine if that was one of our players. Imagine if
that did happen, bro. Virgil.
Oh yeah, no, but that's in the season. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So at Merseyside Derby, yeah. Bro, imagine if one of our players in the preseason, first game, one of our players gets dusted off like that. Bro, we're gonna go sick.
Yeah.
Like that's one of their best players, bro.
It's just I hate seeing great play. I hate seeing any player get injured.
Yeah,
but
like
seeing
top
a
players
young,
get
quality top player get injured like that, it's not good, man.
exactly because you're also hoping as well that he even comes back the same, and God willing he will. But you know, sometimes like
You never know.
as being so young, when you have a bad injury like that, believe it or not, it actually might affect the whole of your career. And we might just think to ourselves, oh, he was never really gonna hit the heights, whatever. But it could have been that injury that stopped him from being all worldly to just he's a good centre back. It's mad like that, you know.
All right, so you look at their acquisition. So Vestergaard, it looks like it's going to go through.
Yeah,
Patson Daka, Sumer. Looks
Yeah.
as though they'll be keeping Ndidi. Looks as though they'll be keeping Harvey Barnes.
yeah.
Vardy, hope he's still there as well. Maybe not the same player he was before, but
Yeah, Vardy's
still
got to step up now. He had a poor season last year.
I think-
Iheanacho's still there as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Leicester continue to play,
And if they keep Maddison and Tillemans as well.
yeah, if they continue playing the front two, Drift, I think Vardy will have a good season because Iheanacho kind of picked up towards the end of last season.
Bertrand as well. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got
That's
Bertrand
a
as
very
well.
good free
Bro,
acquisition.
they're looking. Iheanacho.
You know what? I would
looking good.
actually use Vardy as an impact player to prolong his career now that they've got Daka, because Iheanacho's in form and Daka's
Yeah.
the big signing. So even though Vardy is the face of Leicester, I get it. At 34 now, and like obviously
They
with
could
like
rotate in it.
yeah, like I feel like they
Yeah.
should be very sparing of Vardy now to give him another 2 or 3 years of a career.
Agreed.
Don't just
Agreed.
keep rinsing him every week now. You've got 2 solid players that you can, you know what I mean? Like you said, man, like you can rotate. I
Yeah.
would use Vardy sparingly and maybe in bigger games where his big game presence will be more effective.
Agreed.
You when I'm playing like Norwich and players like that, I'd give Vardy the day off and I'd play Iheanacho and Daka. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do if I was Brendan Rodgers. So yeah, I think Leicester should have. We've got to go on what they've got now, and at the moment they haven't lost any of their Tillemans and Maddisons and any of that.
Yeah.
So as it stands now, I think they've got a brilliant squad to definitely go again.
This is a
Definitely.
great shout from Kev. Again, Europa League is a drain on most squads. It will hurt them in the final third of the season. See, I'd have usually agreed with that, Kev, but I think the business they've done, I think they've kind of understood that they needed to bolster the squad, and they have done that, in my opinion.
They have. They've done
They
very
have
good
really
shopping.
done that. So, with that being said, lads, obviously we've picked our top 4, even though we haven't said the top 2. We all know who we're saying for the top 2.
Yeah.
Is there any chance Leicester can break that top 4? Do you think it's going to be a 5th place finish again?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they can do it. Yeah, they can. They've got the players to do it. It's just whether, whether they have that little period where they just fade. Because, bruv, they never start like they don't start like maybe their first couple of games are not amazing. Then they always hit a gear, and you feel right. Leicester on some serious smoke, and for like, say like 2/3 of the way in, they're on crud, and then they get to that last bit, and they just.
They've spent more
know.
time in the top 4 in the last 2 seasons than Liverpool and Chelsea, but they
Yes.
finished outside the top 4 on both.
They can
seasons.
do it. They probably will
yeah.
finish 5th, but if there's a year that they can do it, it would be this year, even without Fofana, and that's because they got Vestergaard. If they didn't get, Vestergaard, why do you pronounce his name again? Is it Vestergaard? Isn't it?
Vestergaard,
Yeah. If they didn't get Vestergaard, I would say, I don't know, because defense-wise, they've only got Soyuncu and Evans, but now they got Vestergaard. I think they should. Yeah, they've got in 5th. I'll say 5th. I'll say 5th.
I'll go 5th. Yeah.
But they got potential to get 4th though. Aston Villa.
Spurs.
Oh shoot, yeah, Villa. Spurs. Sorry.
I'm actually going to ask a question about Villa after we speak about Spurs.
Okay, cool.
Villa.
Spurs.
Oh, Spurs, he's saying.
Yeah.
Spurs. Oh yeah, Pereira's back.
At the moment, Spurs have
Romero,
got a better
they
squad than Arsenal at the moment.
They brought in Romero. They probably will lose Kane.
Yeah, I think that's where the
Yeah, I
problem's
think
going to
they're gonna
be.
lose
They're
Kane.
going to lose Kane. And I feel like Nuno in his first season, even though I think he's a good manager, it may be more his second season where you will see more, they get what he wants and it maybe look more like it's his team.
They're pushing hard
Yeah.
for Martinez, though. And the
They
few other
are.
players.
Is Romero
and
the only
Vlahovic.
guy they got so far, guys? Is he the only one so far?
Yeah, he's the only
Romero?
one that's in.
If
So
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
but they're pushing half of Vlahovic as well, isn't it?
So, I mean, if they
If
were to
Kane
get
goes,
Vlahovic
innit?
and Martinez,
But we
And if
kind
they
of have
get-
to go on what they've got now, though. innit?
Yes,
That's
no,
the
you're
thing.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
absolutely right, Drift. You're absolutely right. As things stand right now, I think they finished sixth.
Hey, someone said they got Gills, wasn't it? Gills with that swap deal for was it Lamella? Was it Lamella?
Oh yes, Brian Gill.
I don't know. I don't know much
What,
about
Johnny
Brian
Gill?
Gill though.
They're putting on concerts. What's going on? What?
I don't know much about this Brian Gill though. I have to be real with you. I don't know about this Gill brother. So
I don't
people
know
have to-
anything about him.
People
I
have
don't-
to have to tell me. I don't know. Not I ain't
he's
gonna
a
front.
decent winger.
The thing
he
is, they
fast?
do this
Is
all the
he-
time. Tottenham bought Lamella, had ability, didn't really work. They bought Lo Celso, he's got ability, hasn't really worked. They do this a lot where they'll get that guy who's meant to be something. Even your guy, Matt, hasn't really turned out to like he's fallen
My
off
guy?
quite a lot, isn't it?
Who's
Yeah.
mine?
No,
What, in the-
flipping
Who?
the winger.
Oh,
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn.
Bergwijn, like
Yeah,
he's fallen
yeah,
off.
yeah. He has.
You know what I
I'm not.
mean?
I wanted Bergwijn. You know, Liverpool. You know.
He would have done different under Klopp, though.
Yeah, do you know, I feel like he would have. I know it's
He would
kind
have
of
done
easy to
different
say
under
that, but
Klopp.
He probably would have. He probably
when
would
Klopp
have.
gives you that hug and it gives you the belief, fam, it's different,
Klopp,
bruv, compared
Klopp
to
is different. Klopp is different.
yeah.
But yeah, I think first 11 they've got a better team than Arsenal have. Even if Kane goes, no disrespect. Even if Kane goes, I think they're first. If you went 11 for 11, I would say they've got a better 11. But
Yeah.
obviously squad, I don't know. And new manager, I think Tottenham will finish seventh.
Seventh. Okay, so where do you say, Matt? Because I said sixth. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go seventh. I've changed my mind.
It's because see, I know Kane's. We have to go like Kane's there.
There's a massive possibility Kane's gonna stay.
yeah,
Massive
because that.
possibility.
But and do you want to know what?
150 mil, big boy bucks, you know. This is gonna be a mad one.
For real, do you want to bet as well? If he stays, he signs a new deal, but there'll be a release clause.
Yeah, he probably will. He probably
Yeah.
will.
Should leave.
He'll be
will, mate.
smart to do that. I'll say I want a pay rise in the release clause and I'll sign it. And then he'll get extra money for a year and then they won't be able to
Spurs
stop him
sixth.
leaving next
I
year.
will see. Will
Spurs is-
someone go for him next season?
Spurs will go. Spurs, I think, will finish sixth. You know, because I think Leicester just might. Because I think Nuno as well.
Nuno for sixth.
Nuno's first season at
That's why I
Spurs,
think
as we've
seven.
said, yeah, the lack of.
Sorry to put two more teams in the equation.
I forgot
West
about
Ham
Villa,
and
I
Leeds
said that.
United.
Ooh.
I don't
Leeds
think
have
they'll
done some-
push Tottenham and Arsenal. I don't.
What? No, do you know what? It's the Villa
West Ham
one for me
West
now.
Ham
Thinking
finished
of it.
above both of them last season.
They did, but if
West Ham.
David Moyes is anything to go by, he's a good mid-level manager who every now and again his team will do a little bit of a madness, but then he'll go back to being temp. Do you get what I mean? Like I don't think he's crap like the Man United stint made him look, but I feel like every now and again he'll have that little push like he did with Everton. But then I think this season they'll just go back to being, because remember a big part of that push as well was a player they no longer have. They may still do it in the last week, but at the moment they don't have Lingard. Say we did take Bowen, that's another piece of their puzzle missing. So
shout.
I think West Ham will just go back to being mid-table again for this
That's
season.
a fair shout. I think Villa are going to have something to say about that six.
Yeah, there's now that you
Villa's
said
got a lot of blending to do though. That's the thing. Can they
A
push
lot.
top 8 when they've got a lot of blending to do?
50 just out here throwing them check hook rebuttals, you know.
it's true though.
I
It's true. It's true. It's true that they
Can't
got a
disagree.
lot to mesh
Can't
together.
disagree.
You know, they got a
If
lot.
it clicks, ooh, it could be very naughty if it clicks.
very
I'm not even gonna, especially if they get Cantwell and Buendia in midfield doing them little attacking roles and all that.
Our boy
Like
Bailey
Ings
as
up
well.
front. They
They
could
got
be
Bailey.
very tasty if they get
They
it
got
popping.
our guy Ingsy.
They
Oh,
got
I'm not gonna
Bailey, Ings,
lie.
Watkins.
Bailey, yeah. If they get
Watkins.
it popping,
Villa just got to do straight 4-4-2. You know, Watkins and Ings up front, Bailey on the one wing. I don't even know who's on the other.
They
Who's
can,
on the
just,
other
they
wing?
can switch it around depending on who the opposition is. I think they've got good depth there.
They do. So you think what they're for this head of Spurs?
I do.
ooh, you're gonna put Spurs below Villa.
Again, I'm speaking as of right now because I do think there'll be some big movements before the end of the window. But,
Traore, he'll have his feet. For
Oh,
real.
yeah.
He'll probably be a bit better this season after
Bertrand
his
Traore.
first settling in season.
I can't decide. I'm gonna.
They got didn't they? I think they got Xavier on loan as well.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Villa are
Every
doing
game. They got a decent squad still.
You know what,
McGinn,
Villa?
Louise in midfield as well.
Oh yeah,
You know what?
McGinn,
They
the guy that
arguably got
won.
a better squad than Arsenal and Tottenham. Probably, innit?
Maybe 11. I don't know about squad. I mean, 11. I think they've got a better starting 11 than Arsenal.
Yeah, it's an argument.
I
Do you know what?
genuinely do.
I think Spurs will just pip them.
You think Spurs will finish above them? Yeah.
Yeah, just. But I think
And we've missed a big factor. How do
Yeah.
they get over the Grealish situation? Because him leaving is more than just he's not on the pitch. That's their boy that's gone as well.
Yeah.
that's
But they
true.
didn't.
that's
They
true.
didn't have anyone without like last season, because obviously last season when he came out of the team, they did have a decline in form, but they also
They
didn't
did.
have the squad members.
Yeah,
But now he's
They
not in the
do now.
dressing room. He's not around. Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean? Like,
yeah. I think Villa. Yeah, I think
he was
Spurs
captain as
just
well,
pip
right? So
them.
like,
Yeah.
it could affect them. It could affect them.
He was their everything, bro.
And that right there, Drifty, was a fantastic assist. Grealish has gone to Manchester City.
Mm.
Manchester City haven't lost any players that I can remember, that I can think of.
No,
They
Aguero.
only lose who they want.
Aguero.
innit?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Aguero.
yeah.
You're
He
like,
might
listen,
all come back.
Yeah, my man was balling.
See, that's a good point. He might come back still.
He might
ain't
come
happy.
back.
Man ain't happy, bro.
My man was balling for a minute. Pep Kardashian. Mr. Dare I say it, Drift says Chelsea will be embarrassed and finish fourth. And Liverpool, as much as I hate to say it, will finish outside top four. Interesting. Can't say I agree, but fair point.
Oh shit! Barkley's gone back to Chelsea. Yeah, so Villa have lost Barkley. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but Barkley started hot and then completely fell off.
Yeah, he faded.
No, but he was
hard.
still a decent player in there to help them through the season, though. do you know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
had that one game where him and Grealish were dancing around
No,
Arsenal. They
no,
were
he
literally-
did better than that. But
I'm joking, but
He moved
but he
us up
kinda-
as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about that still.
He moved us up
No,
as
talk
well. That's
about it
why I've been
still,
kind of
Barkley,
hush hush
man.
about Barkley still.
Ross.
Pep Guardiola's come out and said that 3 or 4 players will probably leave. But he
Yeah.
also came out and said that they can't afford £100 million players, and we saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester City, for as great as they are, would you argue they are lacking 2 players, 1 centre forward and 1 left back, to really take them to that? Well, who's that anime character that goes to the next level? Is it Saiyan, Super Saiyan?
Oh,
yeah.
Goku.
yeah.
It's like Vegeta.
Yeah. Saiyans in
I
general.
shouldn't have done that. You
Yeah.
lot look at me with disgust there still.
No, so when he said the
Apologies.
one cat, thinking, there's a bug in them.
Yeah, my bad, apologies. I'll stay in my lane. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to relate still. allow me. Ibu's probably watching this thinking that. Sacre bleu. Nerd. Yeah, do you mean if they were to
I
get
think-
a left back and a centre forward?
I don't think they need a left back if you're talking about for the
Yeah,
first 11. I
agreed.
think that Cancelo is a brilliant left back.
Zinchenko as well.
Zinchenko, and if Mendy's still
Mendy,
there,
as
even
and
though
when.
Mendy don't really do nothing, but
Mendy's
he's
there
still,
just for vibes, though, isn't it?
yeah, no, he's there for that.
It's a
All they,
striker.
it's
It's a
just
striker.
bruv, if
That-
they
that's
get
what they're
the
missing. It's just a
striker,
striker.
even if it's not Kane, they just need a striker, innit?
All right,
Yeah.
but as Drifty says, we're judging them based on right now.
Right or
They've
no?
lost Aguero. Now,
Mhm.
granted,
Mhm.
Aguero barely played for them last season, and they walked the league eventually.
Who played up for them? Was it actually Jesus
False
that played
nine.
all the games?
False
They
nine.
played loads of players in that. false
Yeah,
nine.
they didn't. Imagine they walked the league and just banged out not random, but obviously like just rotating players through the
They
center.
did.
Do you know how much that's taking liberties?
But do you think they can get away with doing that again, though?
Well, here's the thing.
Probably, yeah.
Torres is the season better for it, and actually started to get better towards the end of the season. So I think he'll be a lot better this year than he was last year.
He can go for the middle.
That's a plus for that. He can go, and I think you heard Guardiola even say that he feels that he could easily be a target man. So that might even be part of his plan. I don't know. His finishing
Pep
is
tells a
probably
lot of
good
lies.
enough to
I'm gonna
play
be real
for.
with you. Pep is a very, very bad baby father, isn't it?
Cal just won't leave
I'm
Pep
just being
alone.
Hates Pep.
Drift.
He hates
How many
Pep.
times has he said, "Yeah, I'm going to come and
He
pick you
hates
up on the
him.
weekend," and he never shows up? That's Pep Guardiola.
We say, man, just got you like there's.
Is that the green car? Is that? Oh, it's not that. It's not that.
Oh,
Maybe he'll
you
come
lot
tomorrow.
are doing man bad.
Pep tells lies. He tells
No,
lies.
he does spit lies. Because when he said like we ain't got
Is
the
it
money,
lies when you're just trying to kid the opposition into what you're doing to not show your hand though?
He weren't kidding anyone. Man said we can't afford. Man cried on camera. We cannot replace him. We cannot replace him. Sergio, we
No,
cannot
but
replace
that was
him.
him meaning the man as well as the
No,
position.
it weren't Drifty.
Yes,
Come
it
on,
was,
man.
bruv. He was gonna miss him as a person. My
Bruv,
point.
he barely liked Aguero, bruv.
Come
Look how he
on.
treated him when he first got him. He barely liked him,
But that
bro.
was 4 years ago, Cal. Fuck you.
Bro, this is Pep all over,
you can
bro.
tell Pep does like he does chat some rubbish though. I can't even front. I would say
Hey,
all
why
the
would
time,
you
but
show your hand though?
Pep,
You
shall
know
I tell
what I
you what? Pep is a fantastic villain. He's a fantastic villain because he thinks everything he does is right. He's a fantastic villain.
so would you say he's Thanos then?
Potentially, yeah.
Because Thanos is a fantastic
He just
villain.
needs to put the stones in order, pretty much, innit?
He's missing one stone, isn't it?
He's missing one stone. If he gets Kane, he's gonna do this.
If he does,
That's why we need Klopp to be like, I am Iron Man.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Man said Foden's the most talented player he's ever coached. Come on now. We
No,
love
but we know
Foden.
what those things are about.
He didn't
we
say
know
that,
what
did
those
he?
things are.
No,
Those
he
things
never.
are about giving the player
He never
confidence.
said that, but yeah, he's chatting. But we know he's just chatting rubbish.
Bruv, don't get you. We all on here rate Foden highly.
Mm.
But I'm just going to reel off a couple of names of players he's coached over his career. Yeah.
No, do you know what? One thing I will say, which I don't know whether I agree with it. He said, "No, the most intelligent player he's ever coached was Lam."
That could be fair enough.
Yeah, I remember he said that. I think if I remember correctly.
But he, as you just said, he coached Lam, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets.
Yeah,
and who's that player that just went PSG?
Yeah, just stop right
Who's
there,
that,
mate.
Who's that one with the magic left foot? Ah, that's right, Lionel. Easy like Sunday Messi.
Paris' own.
Iron. Or Arjen.
But did he actually say Foden's the most talented he's ever worked with? Though? Did he actually say that?
Yes, bro.
If he did say it, maybe he meant as in like at his age, because people like Messi and that, he weren't there when they were 17 and 16 or whatever. Man, I don't know. Like Iniesta
Thiago.
and all them lot weren't
Did
that
he
age.
coach Thiago?
Were they?
Didn't he coach
Yeah,
Thiago?
He did actually. He did.
Yeah,
still.
he did.
I think it's just he's trying. We can't even say it's Thanos then because Thanos don't really.
He is such a sick villain.
If he did say that, all he was doing was just giving Foden a boost. We know it. That's all
trying
he
to
was
think
doing.
He's a sick
who
villain.
is
Bro.
a villain that just lies bare or just chats?
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He's a sick villain.
The Joker.
He's
Joker's
actually a fantastic villain.
Joker's
He
a
really is.
madman, bro.
'Cause
Pep
he
would be
believes-
more like the Riddler, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
he would be.
He
He
believes
would be.
everything he says. Everything he
Yeah,
says. He
the
believes
Riddler's
it. Deep down,
perfect.
he believes it.
Trying to overcomplicate things like Champions
Yeah.
League final, not playing the right
Exactly.
players. Like
Precisely. Mr. Dare I say it says, what we doing if we finish outside top four, guys? I'm going on a mad one. I know that much.
if we finish outside the top four,
Yeah.
there's a lot to answer for. If we
Let's just say
FSG.
Kopish is going to go viral for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, you'll see some mad stuff.
We're going to go viral for all the wrong reasons.
we might be able to like sell Kopish for over $1 million.
We're going to go viral for all the wrong reasons. Come here, pretty.
Schofield has entered the building.
Come here, pretty. So where are they finishing though, boys? We laugh at them, we take the mick out of them, but they're
16th.
fantastic.
Yeah, City take the title.
They finished second.
I think they finished top, but not by a lot. They
finished second behind us.
Apologies to Bogdan. I did miss the super chat. Is Fabinho currently more important than Virgil van Dijk to Liverpool Football Club?
Currently, yes.
Probably because we got a
I'ma go out on a
midfield
limb and
shortage.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes.
Because we got a midfield shortage. If there's no Fabinho and we've already lost Wijnaldum, midfield's looking hella thin, blood.
It's not even that. I just think last season showed that even with Reece and that there, no disrespect to them, Fabinho going back in centre midfield.
But we got Ibu now, bruv.
No, but I'm saying, like, Fabinho's so good that even with those players behind him, it still transformed the team, and we pushed on to get third.
No, I hate it. I'm just saying, though,
that's how important I think Fabinho is. I don't think we lost when he moved back into DM.
To DM, yeah, agreed. I just think if you take out Van Dijk now, you can put Ibu there, for example. And let's say Gomez don't play, you can put Matip there. And I think Stan Phillips is still there. So we got like a lot of centre backs. Brother, in midfield, if you take out Fabinho, who's going in that sixth row? If Henderson's not there. Remember, Genie would go there if Henderson can't play there. So now it's like it's looking way for thin. Like,
by the way, shout out to Genie Wijnaldum and his agent who swerved Barcelona for PSG.
All right, do you want to know something?
That
Genie
is
Wijnaldum,
a swerve of the century.
People that said he just went for money, I'm not gonna lie, he actually made the perfect choice.
He
could have
went something we didn't know.
Yeah, he did something that feel right. Not just money either.
Aguero are sitting there right now thinking, what have we done?
But I don't even think they can get registered.
They can't
right now.
Registered. 97.5 Jamrock says City got 42 mil from player sales and 11 mil from Sancho. Yeah.
But who did they sell though?
Academy players, Drift. Don't ask.
Oh, don't lie. People we have no idea who they are.
50, bruv.
Yep.
You know what? While we're talking about City, this kind of makes sense. When Pep was in that interview the other day, right, and they were trying to put down Man City for how much money they spent, Pep said, "Well, no, we haven't spent 100 million to buy Grealish." And the thing he said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "We've only spent 40 mil on Grealish. We won the league, and you get 60 mil for the league, and that money went straight into the kitty. So that basically paid for the majority of the Grealish deal." And he said it. He weren't even ramping. He said it. And the first thing that came to my head was, who the fuck did we buy when we won the league then?
He's lying again, Drift.
No, I think he's telling the truth, bro. Like, I genuinely believe.
So how did they pay? How did they pay for all the admin and all the other stuff that goes into running a football club?
In it, because man's acting like it's just because what it is.
Only money you get, like they had remember when we got to the final of the Champions League, but we didn't win it. We still made something like 50 million that season. So
we made bare. No. We know. No. But no.
Over the course of the season, they've got to book hotels, flights.
Oh, bro, we're not gonna go that deep.
But this is what it takes to run a football club, bro. So Pep saying they got
he's chatting rubbish, bro. He's chatting rubbish.
So what? Anything he wins goes straight back into his pocket.
I was gonna say Pep's acting like they've just got one department at the club. What is just transfer?
But what you got to remember is they won the league. They got to the final of the Champions League, and they did. They won the Carabao Cup. Like, if to be honest with you, I reckon they probably made well over 110, 120 just from competition.
How did they pay wages when they ain't got no fans as well, then, Drew? As Kev's just saying.
So what you're not saying? You actually think it was a lie? Because I think he's telling the truth, and
it more makes me a lie. This brother,
that's more what I'm thinking about.
Drift. He came out as you said, and said, "We can't afford to buy a striker. We don't have 100 mil."
No, we know that would happen. But what I'm saying is, they must have made well over 120 mil in tournament and like funding from just playing football, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like you can go, oh, but how did they pay for this? How did they pay for that? But I'll say with the Champions League run, with the cup wins, the cup runs, like, I'm just saying, like, I want to know where our money went then.
No, agree. When it comes to
100% that guy who comes in late And the missus says, "Why do you smell a Hennessy and why have you got lipstick on your shirt?" And he says, "I had communion at my nan's church and one of the elders kissed me." Come on, Drift. Don't fall for it, bro. Listen to Sunshine Anderson and Beyonce in there. It don't work anymore, man. He is lying, bro.
Man said
Pep is involved in washing the money, bro. Like,
Aye.
What you saying? Man's out here with the hat on, yeah? Like,
yeah.
No,
Bruv,
Pep
he's
does chat some
washing
waffle.
the money, bro.
Hella waffle.
1975 Jamrock says we used our money to purchase Kanate up front. That's potentially true. I'm hoping not. That's a different conversation, though. All right. We've spoken about our rivals as such. Now it's on to us. And again, remember, we've got to keep the same rules.
Yeah.
We've got to look at the situation we're in.
First. All right. See you later. Good night. First. I said it.
No, serious.
No. All jokes aside. And again, no. If the squad stays the same, but I'm basing this on, and again, this is a bit unrealistic, that our players can stay fit. I think if our play, because we didn't even really talk about injuries, and you really can't, so to speak. But as things stand, I think it's going to take a lot to beat us. I really do. Because I think we've got that hunger, bruv, that maybe City don't have. I also feel like City probably going to try and go harder in the Champions League. I think this is going to be the revenge tour for us, bruv, where like Trent, I know we just lost Robbo for a little bit, but Robbo won't be out for too long, hopefully. Ibu's going to make a mark. Salah, Mane. I got a funny feeling, bruv, we're going to do some serious damage. We won't walk the league. We won't walk it. It's going to be tight. But I think we can just scrape it by like a point or two. But if I'm wrong, then obviously we'll finish second and we'll still lose by a point or two. But I just feel like it's the confidence, you know. It's little things like when you watch the team in training and, you know, like just the behind the scenes and see the camaraderie. And you can just tell that every man's ready. Like every man's on point, bro.
Shout out to Dominic.
Maybe I'm just gassed. I sound like Pep. What you think I'm capping? No, bro. Real talk. I just think the revenge tour, bro. We're on it.
You know what? I pray that you're so right.
We're on it.
I do.
I'm not saying it like with big chest. Like, no, we're gonna smash the league. I just think the way how things, because remember, we're talking about right now, and right now, Man City don't have Kane. They got no striker. They're still gonna be sick, and they are gonna be our closest challengers. Right now, Van Dijk is back, still not 100%. So you just put Ibu there or Matip or Gomez. Most likely it's going to be Ibu or Matip, most likely.
Oh, Gomez is recovering just as Van Dijk is.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Ibu and Matip start the season. Bruv, I'm so cool with that. You don't understand. I'm so happy with that. I'm actually blessed. Man's not even shaking. That's real talk. Tsimikas obviously is the one where you're like, oh, hopefully his pre-season form can carry over. I think Trent's going to go on a madness. Thiago is going to be talking hella smoke to a lot of people who thought, Thiago can't hack the
player of the season.
Yeah, Thiago can't hack the Prem. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. Fabinho's going to come back, obviously. Henderson as well. And Mane, revenge season. I'll tell you something right now. Bro, we can win it. I'm just saying we might just pip it by a point. We can win it. I'm not going to sit there and get carried away, but I think we can just pip it. Just.
Mr. Dare I say it, Drift says, how are we being outspent by Norwich, Brentford, Palace, and Southampton? We need the FBI, SFO, NCA to investigate FSG because.
Oh, yeah, Jota. Don't forget about Jota.
We're going to speak about FSG at the end of the month, bro.
Jota, the shot.
You know, I wasn't going to say nothing, but y'all keep on talking about this money stuff, and y'all starting to really pee me off. You almost forget who we are. Yeah? You think we ain't ready for the season, huh? We just brought you what's his name? Kanat. We just brought you Kanat. Y'all wanted a center back, you got one. And y'all still bitching and moaning? No, F out of here with that. I ain't had that. You got Jota, you got Firmino, you got Sally, you got Man. What more do y'all want?
Man say Sally and Man, you know.
No, man said you got Man.
You got Man. What more y'all want? You got
Hey,
Cam
you
Keenan
know he
Henderson.
probably calls him man, innit? You know he probably does as well.
I mean, y'all really want a lot, don't you? You got everything. You got all the players that you want to lead with, don't you? But nah, it's more. You talk about not walking alone, but you sure want to take my money till I'm alone. I got a wife. Y'all still want money? You better take what you've been getting, man. Damn. F out of here. LeBron, let's go. Old school tunes 80 says Pep is low-key. That's a sick one. Pep is low-key still.
Do you know what's so
is a
mad?
good one.
One thing I want to say is, do you know what I don't want to happen as a fan base, just us in general, like as Liverpool fans, yeah? If you're being like, dare I say it, I wouldn't even say positive. I'll just say you're quietly confident. People think we're losing our minds, like we should be like doubting all the time.
We're being written off by everyone, and I love it.
Yeah, just like written off. And fair enough if it can be written off. And I'm not saying again, man, I'm not bigging up big chest and saying, well, Brock these lot up here. But I just think, guys, like, when you deep it, first 11, who's got the best first 11 in the league when everyone's fit? Ask yourselves that question. In fact, type it right now so I can see who has the best first 11 when everyone's fit. Who is it? Who is it? That's what I'm. This is what I'm saying. And obviously, injuries happen in football. But I just think people even forget that. I think people are so focused on transfer windows, which is obviously transfer and signings. I hear that because things can change. But brother, our first 11 is mad.
The problem is though, Matt, it depends on what the ambition is. If we're just trying to go for one or two competitions, having a 14 core players is fantastic.
No, 100%. But I'm just saying, and again, not and the 1920 season where we won it, we got lucky in terms of injuries, right? We didn't have really no major issues like in terms of injuries, from what I can remember. So we got kind of lucky, and it's always been once you get past that 13th player is where Liverpool kind of fall short. But let's be real. I think this season, why should we not think, okay, that our starting 11 majority of the time should be able to stay fit for at least 70% of the season? If you can do that, you're in a title race. If your other players that come in can kind of just like do what they need to do, we should be all right. It's not going to be easy, and we might lose it. But I'm just saying,
should be.
I know, but I just think we forget our first. I know you guys don't. But
shall I tell you what it is like? Shall I tell you what it's like, man?
I just can't big up chest, innit? Because we ain't made the signings that tip you over the edge, and maybe that's what our fan base want. They want like a categoric, like, I don't know.
I think again, Drift. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong with this analogy here, because you are the analogy man. But shall I tell you what it's like? It's like you open your door and you see the sky's a bit overcast. You know you could make it to the shop potentially without it starting to rain. But your umbrella's right there and you decide to leave at home and then it rains. I think that's what we're at with our squad at the moment. Just bring the umbrella. Go and get those couple of players to just bolster the squad, to cover yourself in the event of any mishaps. And then
I hear that. Perfect analogy. Perfect analogy.
And you know what? Why not make it even better, Cal? Put your wellies on.
Oh, go! There it is. There's that cherry on the cake. Boom, bam, bam. Mr. Tibbs I say, hello, guys. Congratulations to Cal in the addition to your family. Bless you, bro. Sorry, Matt. City will be favoured to win the league if that's.
They will be favoured. They'll be favoured. Doesn't mean say it's gonna happen. City were favourites to win it 1920, people. Like, and obviously they're favourites to win it 18-19, which they did by 1 point. Let's be real.
But we were favoured to win it last season.
Were we favoured to win it last season?
Yeah, we were.
Were we?
Yeah, remember we
signed
Thiago, bro.
Sorry, I meant 1920. Sorry, not 2021. Sorry.
Monsieur says, "Is that news true? If Salah and Mane go AFCON, they will have to isolate for a couple of weeks. I hope that's not true. Not known yet. Shout out to Gabriel for this massive contribution. Thanks for your content, guys. You're making the whole lockdown thing in Sydney bearable. Much love from Australia. God bless. God bless to you and God bless.
God
bless, man. If I'm not mistaken, Gabe, you're on my Insta still, if I remember correctly. Big up yourself, bro.
Mr.
Dare I say it? Drift says, every time I type super chat, the faces Drift he makes looks like he wants to hunt me down. Sorry, he looks like he wants to hunt down everyone associated with FFSG. Sorry, not you, though. Old School's Tunes 80 says Klopp is Thor. Yeah, I'd go with that as well.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I don't
you know
what? I
love
don't want my manager to be the guy who ended up having his head chopped off. So to be honest with you, I don't think...
Thor gets fat though.
Yeah, he does.
Remember, Thor gets fat and just out of shape and starts blaming himself and stuff.
All right, Matt. That's
but he can still win when he's fat. So that's good. That Klopp can be Thor.
No, but he could. Do not hurt me the most. Yeah.
Like that. That's my manager. Just comes down and lights up the whole thing, bro. Bring me Pep. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's still effed up though. That's the thing. I love Thor, but he's still effed up. Should have went for the head, bro.
Thor's the best Marvel character for me, so I'm gonna back him all the way. Actually, no, Spider-Man then, but yeah, can't move.
Black Panther, we move.
Yeah, for real. Wakanda forever. So now let me draw for the mask, you man. 1975, Jamrock says, fact or fiction, Klopp doesn't like big money transfers.
Fiction.
I think it was a fact in Germany, and then I think when he came to England, he realised that the game's changed.
He just never had the money in Germany.
Yeah.
He never had the money anyway.
We've seen him with money.
But he loves coaching, guys. He does love coaching.
He does. No, this ain't to you. This is to this person. What do you mean you ain't seen the lot, bruv? Go watch it now. In fact, turn this off and go watch it. I give you permission.
Oh no, but when I said about Thanos,
like the show first.
So that's not a spoiler. That's not the last one.
Shaka A says, much love to you guys. Also, Jamrock, how do I get with a job with FSG, bro? I'll chat was with fake rumors if they pay me. Peace. Mr. Dare I Say It just says, who wins, Goku or Superman? That's a question for you guys.
Goku or Superman?
Goku's powers are never ending. He'll just need about 10 sagas and then he'll have the power to do it.
Yeah, but Superman would just be bracking man up while he's trying to power up to Super
and
Saiyan.
Then and then Krillin would just dash him a sensu beam. We put him in a hyperbolic time chamber. Man could just come back.
Man ain't gonna have time to train the hyperbolic time chamber with Superman's flying after you. Superman was flying there after Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, but Goku can teleport, bro. There's no quicker transport than teleport.
In what, instant translocation?
Exactly, bro.
That's very true.
And then he can, and you know what then Goku can do? He can make Superman follow him. He won't realize where he's following him. He'll follow him to a place where the gravity and his body density isn't a thing, so it doesn't make him as strong. Goku will still have the power. Superman will be more human-like, and Goku will break him up.
But if Superman takes him closer to the sun where Superman's powers stem from, then it's a wrap for Goku then, right?
Yeah, but Goku can teleport away from any danger, so like it'd be like, right, it's a bit hot out here.
That's very true. But then Superman would just stay. But then Superman would just stay. But Superman would just stay where he is and be like, I'm not coming down there. You're going to come to me where the sun is. Because if you brought me up where the sun is, I'm just going to get revitalized anyway. Carl's like, what?
I'm so gone right now, bro.
To be continued.
In it for real. And we got to bring in the. I was going to say Naruto as well. I know them boy there. But anyway, we move.
Sorry, Bogdan, you're going to come for me after this, and rightly so. I missed enough on your super chats. Did you know that Allison is on more than 300k a week?
Huh?
No, all right. So that's to do with but that's not flat salary. That's it with
Wait, bonuses and that.
That's with bonuses as well.
Ali's on that P now, isn't it?
He deserves it, though.
Jeez, man, like 95 Jamrock says, get your MBA pass, your CFA, and get some private equity. Jeez. That's right. You tell him again, Jamrock. You gotta have money to ball out with money, baby. We got yachts. We don't drive. We float, baby. Ballin'.
You know what? I bet you any money Jay Henry smokes cigars. Yeah. Smoke cigars that cost more than certain man's wages.
Yeah.
Probably.
I got some fake cigars coming as well in the post, bro. You're gonna see John Henry turn up this year still. I know. Look, boy, It's looking to be a very interesting season. Obviously, there's another 20 days of the window left to go as well, which will determine a lot. What was that, sorry?
No, Joe, I'm not going to bring it up because it's rude, but it's funny. It's savage.
I mean, we all agree on who will be in the top four. Maybe not the order, but do you think this will be the best season we've witnessed in terms of competition-wise?
So, sorry, do we think what? Sorry, bro.
This will be the best season we witness.
Probably.
Competition.
We kind of always think that, though, don't we? Every time we go into
the season. And then it's two teams or one team. One team just balling out. Everyone else is dead.
I mean, I think it's been Liverpool and City,
on paper. Yeah, on paper it should be. On paper it should be because Man United have improved, Chelsea have improved, Leicester have improved. So on paper it should be an entertaining season. But normally, the teams that know how, the teams that can like grind it out, the teams that are mentality monsters are the ones that normally.
Is this you, Duke? Is this your burner account? Hey, Cal, what do you think of Minamino's beard? It's dead, isn't it?
That is peak. Minamino. Oh, we didn't even talk about Taki. But yeah, we move.
Yeah, Taki, I'd give another season too if we have to.
I think we finished second anyway.
Yeah.
Do you not think? And again, we can easily still finish. I just think we might. I just think we'll pip him to third.
I hope.
I mean, sorry to first. I just think we'll
you know what would change my mind of thinking we could win the league is if Liverpool bought a striker. If Liverpool actually went and got a gunman, then I would believe, and it wouldn't even have to be a top gunman. Like I even think if someone like Vlahovic came through the door, be like, do you know what? If we feed him right, this could be what we've been waiting for, kind of thing.
What about if I said to you,
Jota could be that guy.
Jota could be the guy, could score 20 goals in the Prem. Mane gets 17 and Salah gets 23.
I believe that could quite easily happen. The only thing is, I don't think Jota is clinical enough for me to have the same faith as if we bought an actual striker. So I don't doubt he's capable, but I want that 1 and 2 striker. Maybe Vlahovic isn't, but his stats from last season suggest he is. It could change in the Prem and all that. We get that. But I would say Vlahovic has a much better chance of being a 1 and 2 than Jota does. And for that reason, I'd be a bit more confident if we brought in a Vlahovic or a Martinez or somebody that I just have because then you know what as well, bro. Then we've got Jota and we've got him.
No, agreed.
So we can, you know what I mean? We can do what we want. Then we can put Bobby in the number 8 and maybe play him as an advanced 8. Because I still believe, I said this to Cal the other day, I still believe the older Bobby gets, he should become a midfielder. And that way, there's still a role for him in our team. He's got the intelligence, he's got the feet. If he can just improve on his passing, which I think would happen if he was doing the role every week, I believe we could play Bobby as an 8/10. And then he kind of fills a hole in the midfield, I think. Because he ain't got to do all that defensive work. We got Hendo, we got Thiago, we got Fabinho that would do more of the holding, sitting. And then if he was doing like a floating 8, bit more advanced, I think that Bobby would be linking up with the forwards. Do you know what I mean? And I think it'll be, and we can play him there in cup games. So say we got an FA Cup game and it is a good team we're playing Everton or someone, but we got to rest some big boys. If we went into that midfield and we played like Henderson, Naby and Firmino in the midfield, that's a good midfield. Do you get what I mean? And then we can do well in domestic cups as well, because we'll have a good team for the cup and we'll have a good team for the league. That's what we need now. We need to start having, when we're playing FA Cup games, you can rest some big boys, but we still got a good team playing in the game.
Yeah, agreed. 975 Jamrock says, I do company research and valuations for takeovers. Fair enough. Old School Tunes 80 says, if we could pick one Liverpool player to be a Marvel OG, who would it be?
If we could pick one player.
Yeah. Klopp is not Klopp. That's too peak. I would go.
I don't know, you know.
Mane, Spider-Man.
Maybe. I'm just trying to think who would.
Robbo's Deadpool.
No, Trent would have to be. Is Trent? Yeah, Robbo be Deadpool. Yeah, I'm just trying to think who would Trent be. Who's that guy who's with? Oh my,
Henderson's Punisher.
Yes,
no,
Henderson's
Trent.
Punisher seeking out
Trent.
all.
Who's that flipping guy who never misses? Is it Deadshot?
Yeah,
Is it
no,
Deadshot?
but that's DC, bro.
Oh, that's
not
DC in it. That's DC. Yeah. But no, he would be Deadshot though. If it's for
Ben
DC,
Davis
man.
is the Invisible Man.
Peter Butler says, feels like April and August again. Every game must win. There's one team and one team only to finish above. We know how to do it. Let's go. I agree with that.
No, someone just said someone had an absolute mare. I don't even want to be actually. No, I don't want to hot them up actually.
Who if there's someone in our team that could be Wolverine, who would you say is Wolverine? Because you gotta have a Wolverine. You've got to have a Wolverine.
Do you know what it would have been for us? It would have been
I think Alisson.
Alisson's not aggressive enough though.
No,
Alisson's not like an overall nice guy. Like,
in a weird way, I was gonna say if he still played for us, why not them? Because you see, like the whole durability thing.
Yeah.
Because Wolverine's got the adamantium where thing just can't break. Man's just there all the time, no matter what. That would have been Wijnaldum still.
I would have said Van Dijk was juggernaut, but he ain't stiff.
Yeah.
Nisa says, do you remember the rumors before FSG took us over that Bill Gates almost bought us? Imagine Bill Gates owning our club, Microsoft settings. That would have been interesting.
That would have been very interesting. No, it's this one, bro. It's this one.
I love it.
Shaka A says valuations and takeovers explains why this man wants us in the Super League, bro. This isn't baseball, NFL. Respect people's game. That's another discussion for another day, guys. FSG versus FSG out. It's the end of the month. It's a discussion for another day.
Salah Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's a good one still. Slick of it and mad part. Yeah.
Who's Origi? Hancock.
He's not even Marvel. Bad man.
Man said Hancock, you know. Just
Hey, listen. You know what? Listen, you just compared man to Big Willie, bro. I'm sure he would take that.
Right, man said Mane's blade. That's a good one still, you know.
That's a good one.
Frost. Blade.
But
I am Groot.
I'm sorry. You lot are too disrespectful.
Oh, why my camera just stopped? Allow it. Hold on, let me fix my camera.
You lot are too disrespectful.
Oh, you're killing me, man.
But people.
Allow it. Do you know what I was actually gonna say? Kate is flipping. Who's that guy? Is it what's that guy Drift from flipping Fantastic?
No, Naby's Mr. Glass, man.
No, I'm saying Naby's is it Mr. Stretch from Fantastic Four? Always getting bent up, like just mash up all the time.
No, but Mr. Stretch is durable, bro.
Yeah, durable, bro.
Yeah. That's but he's
Mr. Glass, bro. Man, Samuel A. Jackson.
975 Jamrock says Shaka, this is big money business if you were paying attention. All right, guys, let's keep it clean in the comments. Let's be easy with each other. Let's be easy. But people, we are going to wrap up there. What we're going to ask you guys is to let us know in the comments below who your top four is, your predicted top four in order.
I'll say, Cal, before we go quickly, who's going to get relegated? 1, 2, 3, real quick.
Southampton, I think, go down. Watford go down, and
I think Watford,
Brighton.
Norwich, I think will go back down.
I
Norwich,
agree with you. Apart from, I think Brentford will go back down.
Yeah, I think
Brighton need a striker,
Yeah,
man,
Brentford. Sorry, Brentford.
and a centre back.
Yeah, Norwich. Can't think of the third one. Brentford and Norwich are definitely there though.
Brentford will go down. Southampton. I think this might be Southampton's
Yeah,
last.
maybe Southampton. Now it's lost Vestergaard as well. Yeah, good point. Yeah,
Ings and
yeah.
Vestergaard going is a
And
big
Bertrand.
and Bertrand.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and they
Bertrand,
already have a relegation battle on their hand most times as well.
Wasn't Bertrand their captain as well?
No, I don't think he was captain.
Ward-Prowse.
Oh, was it Will Prowse? I thought Bertrand was captain at one point. Okay, maybe. Okay, apologies.
If Southampton survive again, then they're just they've got 9 lives, man. They've got 9.
What's the
Demo Dre just asked for our fantasy.
Yes, do you
league
know
code.
what?
Yes. So it's
stay
on our
there,
it's on our Twitter page. But yeah, if you can bring it up, man.
Let me see if I can quickly bring it up now, guys.
And also, Cal, if you drop it in the description for them
There
as
it is.
well.
That's it, right?
What's that?
Yeah. But I mean, just put the link in the description.
Yeah.
Cool.
And make sure you remember, guys, you've got like only a day now, innit? It's just Thursday and then the league starts. So
Indeed. But people,
do you want to know what, Cal?
much.
Sorry to cut you, Cal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly copy. Can I copy the link? I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in the chat right now.
Perfect.
Before we go. Hopefully this should work, guys. That should give you the straight link to go straight into our league. Obviously, once you put in that code, you should be good to go.
remember, there are incentives. There's merch at the end of the season for the
Hopefully
winner.
it works. Hopefully that one should work. If not, then just go on our Twitter
page.
Yeah, cool.
But no, people, always a pleasure. We will be back tomorrow for the Norwich preview. So keep an eye out on social media. We'll be back for that. And then obviously Friday we'll be back for Rival Watch and Kopish Calling. And then Saturday is the big one. We'll be
Game day.
A watch along and a live match reaction to that. So got some good stuff coming for you guys. As always, we've got a members video coming out as well. Ish Talk.
That will be out tomorrow morning. Now we delayed it because we was coming live. So we delayed it till tomorrow now, guys.
Very entertaining. That was a good one. So we enjoyed that one. And again, with Ish Talk, guys, if you've got any suggestions, let us know.
It's the most off the cuff. It is what it is.
Trust me.
Indeed. But no, enough love to you guys. Thank you everyone for joining.
I like this. Man, like Jamie.
It's in the works. Jamie. It's in the works.
Like a champ.
It's in the works. On a Kopish dressing gown as well for my masseuse as well. Need to get that Kopish merch. But no, nothing but love, people. Thanks so much for supporting us. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.